There's a lot of rumours in the last couple of months that you might be directing Man of Steel 2. Is there any truth to that?
Look, I basically say no.
Okay.
Sorry, again, I'm not trying to be
No, of
sort
course.
of coy about it, but you know that you have so many things lined up, and you just don't know which one's sort of going to break.
You were really close to making the Justice
Yeah.
League movie, and Weta was signed on to do the digital effects. If you were going to make that movie, to what extent were you going to use practical effects to bring what is essentially very supernatural characters to life?
Weta were doing the effects, but Richard Taylor was also just a fantastic costumes. You know, what's so interesting about these is these are the equivalents of the Greek and Roman gods, and it's the same story. And in terms of what we would have done, clearly we weren't going to fly Superman and Wonder Woman around on wires. I mean, they were going to be CG, but you're working your butt off to make it not look like CG. I mean, Ken Ralston, who's great visual effects artist, was going to be doing a lot of that. The Weta stuff at that point was mainly in the practical costumes and effects.
Everyone has different takes on Superman. Grant Morrison depicts him as this kind of scientist explorer. He's also been an alien and immigrant. I was wondering, what's your take on that character, considering you were close to directing the movie with him in it?
He's potentially a very boring character because he has no fault. So you have to really got to find whatever his demons really to get an internal conflict going. Somehow you've got to do that, and whether that's by an external agency or something deep inside of himself. You need that conflicted character, and that's what made the Greek gods so great. I mean, they were somewhere close. They were jealous. They were vengeful. They were hubristic. They had all these things going for them, and I think that's why Batman's such an interesting character, because he's human, and he's just like us. So he's much more relatable in someone who's just perfect.